Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Is this thing on? Oh, excellent. Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to a special test vid I'm doing for Big D Live. Yeah, I think I'm gonna possibly do this just because I'm going to try and see if I can do an actual live vid. So I think this just might be a possibility of doing my Q&A when it comes up. So this just may be a chance to get y'all to give me questions live, just in case if you aren't quick enough and what have you. Well, you know who I am. My name is Doyle. There, of course, you know me best as the Big D. So, well, I'm gonna tell you that I just finished watching some stuff on Disney Plus. You see, since I've got a Google Chrome browser, which this means I can now finally go live on YouTube. So I thought I'd give word that I'm. Oh boy, this is kind of. I don't know what to tell y'all, but anyway, ever since I got Disney Plus earlier this month, you know I've already reviewed one of their movies, that being Artemis Fowl, which I know that everybody dissed it, and I completely understand. Okay, and it was an good movie. But anyway, I got to relive all sorts of movies, including a few I saw on Disney Channel, most notably the Descendants flicks and the High School Musical flicks, including the third one, which was released in theaters. Oh, hey, 80s horror fans on here. Hey there, hey, 80s horror fan. Good to have you on here. I guess this won't be much of a test. Oops. Sorry, let me. Anyway, yeah, I absolutely really did enjoy seeing the High School Musical movies again. Like I said, the third one was only the first time watch. it it well, but anyway, yeah, I will say that though I haven't really reviewed the High School Musical trilogy, I will do that sometime down the road. Because, like I said, High School Musical 3 senior year was a first time watch for me. And I gotta tell you, this was kind of I don't know, a kind of a surprise here. But anyway, it seems from the looks of it, I'd say since I can do live vids, I can possibly do a live stream of watching a movie. So we'll see about that. I don't know just yet, but I will possibly do that. Excuse me, for folks. But I gotta tell y'all that I absolutely want to thank y'all for watching what I've reviewed and what have you. Glaze Horror Fan brought that up, the Punky Brewster. Yeah, my Punky Brewster rankings have done pretty well. I've seen the fifth one's pretty good. Give me a second, everyone. Now, I will give you just a little bit of a heads up on many of the things I liked about the High School Musical trilogy. I will tell you that number 2 is my absolute favorite. It was actually my number 1 top movie of the first few movies I watched on Disney Plus when I got it. Now, you better believe it, folks. Yeah, it beat out even the first one and what have you. But anyway, I love the second movie a little more than the first one, or well, almost a little bit more. But I like the first. I really love the first two, but for certain reasons, because they're both pretty cool movies. And I can tell you that I'm actually happy to report that I just beat another one of my new NES games, which I'll show you in my pickups vid when I do that, along with my July schedule. I have yet to get to work on that. I will certainly get on that ASAP. Because in July, you're going to get a lot of good stuff, including the Back to the Future trilogy and the X-Men movies. However, unfortunately, I'm excluding Deadpool and the Wolverine movies. Don't worry, those will come up at a later time, all right? I promise. And, well, oh yeah. I'm also going to plan to do just a tiny bit of a Christmas in July feel. I'm going to try and watch one of the first Disney Plus movies, and this is one I've been wanting to see since the day Disney Plus premiered, and that would be Noelle with Anna Kendrick and Bill Hader. I can't tell you how excited I am to watching that. But anyway, I'm looking forward to that. I'm also looking forward to some other movies coming up soon. I I heard The Kissing Booth 2 will be coming out on Netflix next month. I'm looking forward to seeing that. I'm possibly going to do an extended re-review. Don't worry, my quickie review will remain on there, but I'm going to do a re-review of it, a full-length re-review, just in order to promote the new one. Yes. Now, some of the other stuff I've been watching on Disney Plus have been absolutely good. Now, I just finished watching Bambi after I haven't seen that movie in ages. And I watched Robin Hood earlier, and I've watched numerous movies. I've watched both original and recent live action versions of Lady and the Tramp, and as well as The Lion King, which is an okay good movie like Lion King. And even though I did a rant video, if you've seen it, that was probably one of my most viewed vids. Not quite as high as my review of Descendants 3 in it, and that of course was the Aladdin remake from last year. Yeah, some of it changed my opinion on it. Yeah, because I was hard on Will Smith, and he was an okay genie. Still not as good as Robin Williams, but he does his extreme best. So that has redeeming quality. But I'm still not too thrilled with my other two negatives, though. Thank you very much. Let's see. Oh yeah, of course I've already mentioned I've seen the original animated versions of Lion King and Aladdin. I've also seen the direct-to-video sequels, Return of Jafar and Aladdin and the King of Thieves. Those were good to relive, and The Lion King 2, Simba's Pride. Now I will try and watch Lion King 1.5. I have not watched that completely yet, but I will. But I see I got three cents views already. Thank you very much. Anyway, oh yeah, and also I've got some other fun stuff coming up. If you like my Punky Brewster rankings, be prepared because I am going to be ranking Small Wonder next month. Now, I've already ranked this series before, but I've never actually done video ranking of it. Now, I will try and start working on those. I'll just have to go back to Facebook and get those rankings because some of the season will have a rankings I originally did will have just a little bit of shakeups in my view. So be prepared for that. I know this show didn't get a lot of of respect from critics and some viewers. I completely understand, but I, on the other hand, absolutely love Small Wonder for its hystericalness, its quirkiness, its cheesiness, corniness, etc., etc., etc. Okay, enough said. And let's see. Hmm. Oh yeah. I also got to see some other first time watch on Disney Plus, like The Absent Minded Professor with Fred McMurray, which, of course, that was the film that would later be redone as Flubber with Robin Williams, as well as The Castaway Cowboy. I watched that earlier this week, and that was a film that an old 1974 movie that starred James Garner. I thought that movie was pretty good, and I thought it would be. Anyway, for shows, I haven't really watched much. Uh, I watched all Spider Man's Amazing Friends. One of my childhood favorites. I used to grow up watching that on Saturday mornings, and and now I've completed The Mandalorian's first season. Which reminds me, I am kind of taking a big chance, but on July the 4th, I'm actually going to have the 4th be with me again, but in July, as I'm going to try to watch the entire Skywalker saga. Although I might watch Revenge of the Sith on DVD, since I've got that. That's the only Star Wars movie I have in my collection. But anyway, we'll see what happens. I really think this is an absolute going to be absolutely good and what have you. I do hope that everybody's been enjoying what they've been seeing on my channel and all that jazz. I do have more fun. Gee whiz. Oh, just about lots of stuff. So possibly, if I don't get any more questions from my Q&A, then I'd say no problem. I will certainly do the Q&A live, which I'll give a very special announcement of on Facebook. But if you're watching this video, then I'd say, you know. Well, that's true, Ace Horror fan, but I just haven't been quick enough to get a lot of Star Wars movies. But don't you worry, none. Like I said, I've got more respect for the original trilogy. I mean, I love Empire Strikes Back. That's a good one. And New Hope is absolutely good. The first Star Wars, and of course, Return of the Jedi. They're all good movies in my book. And besides, after all, I grew up on the original trilogy, okay? Even though the original came out before I was even born, because I was born in 1980, and of course, that was when Empire Strikes Back came out. Yeah. But I have seen lots of other good movies from the year I was born, and I gotta give respect to all those movies. You know, like well, some I've already reviewed. Superman 2. I've reviewed Empire Strikes Back, of course. Let's see, Friday the 13th, the original, and probably the most underrated musical in my book, Xanadu, which I love that movie. I don't care what anybody says about it. Okay. Now, and Flash Gordon, expect a review of that later on this year. I'm going to try and review that. I'm not sure when yet. I might review it early because if this COVID-19 crap clears up by this fall, maybe there's a chance I will try and review all the James Bond movies before seeing No Time to Die. I'm dead serious. I'm sick of this blooming pandemic. This has got to end ASAP. Even though I've heard my theater chains, that's kind of several miles from me, is gonna be back and going. But unfortunately, the ones that are around my area aren't gonna be open. This sucks. Now I'm gonna say summer movies are screwed 110%. We ain't gonna get much except Bill and Ted Face the Music, which I hope I get to see, and even the wonderful Kingsman, even though that's a September release, so it'd be late summer, or if 20th Century Studios will really go with this, the New Mutant, I hope. Yeah. And Mulan gets rescheduled, well, it's fine with me. Like I said, pay the price, my friends. Give me scheduling. Because after all, I'm still tore up at Warner Bros. Rescheduling Wonder Woman because I was still looking forward to that. Dadgummit. But I don't want to try and get into ranting about more of this pandemic reschedule our movies. Thank you very much. Enough said. Yeah, but even so, I do like to talk about all sorts of things. I got one more thing that I've got in works for the future on here. Because while in September it's going to be a Super September again, but it's going to be more than just superheroes. It's going to be also Super Mario as well. Because I'm going to be celebrating the 35th anniversary of the original Super Mario Bros. Video game. Okay, wait a minute. He's Horror Fan says, D, what did you think about Michael Keaton coming back as Batman? Hell yeah. I'd say this is gonna be good. Yes, I read about Michael Keaton coming back as Batman for the Flash movie that's coming up, so I'm hoping for the best. I mean, if Michael Keaton can pull this off, I'd say that's gonna be awesome. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of Batman, I'm also going to try and do a ranking of my favorite Batman episodes. I'm not sure if I'm going to be having it up in time for September, but we'll see what happens. Because I still want to try and rewatch the Brady Bunch episodes. Because I was also going to plan to do a ranking of my favorite episodes of that series as well. Yeah, he sure is. Following you. Yeah, but well, I certainly will. I just need to rewatch the episodes. I've only rewatched the first two regular episodes, but I'm gonna try and do them in straightforward order. That way, I can remember what episodes. Now, remember, it's gonna be two episodes per spot, okay? Or unless it's a third season episode, because most of the third season had only a one episode story with Batgirl, But you'll expect to see maybe one or two of the Batman specials from the second season on there. But of course, I do like the Batman TV series with Adam West and Burt Ward. Very good show. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Because I grew up watching that. What can I say? I just grew up with all sorts of fun-filled nostalgia. Now, one other thing was I've been coming across a YouTuber who actually has some really a blast from the past, books and recordings from the old days. I'm not sure if any of y'all remember the old books and recordings we used to have on record and cassettes long ago. Now, as a kid, I had mostly Disney and Pina Vista stuff, but I preferred ones from the other companies, say Peter Pan Records, Kids Stuff, Wonderland, those companies. Believe me, Peter Pan was good. Kids Stuff was pretty good too. Wonderland wasn't too bad either, even though I only had one record and two cassette tapes. But the cassette tapes had pretty good stories, my friends. But anyway, I'm going to say that this is just so great. Okay, but now, if you don't mind me getting off the subject, I'm going to go back to Disney Plus again. I've currently been watching the other Spider-Man cartoon from the 80s. Of course, this was the solo cartoon, which came out the same year Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends did. But of course, that show was showing syndication, while Spidey and His Amazing Friends was on NBC. I have a little bit of remembrance of it, but I've seen some episodes. I don't think I watched all of them, because I have seen every episode of the original 1967 Spider-Man cartoon, as well as the 1994 series that was shown on the Fox Network, which I will be rewatching at sometime down the road. I want to try and rewatch all those great shows from Disney. I need to rewatch the Gummy Bears, possibly the original DuckTales, maybe Rescue Rangers, Tailspin. Most definitely, I'm going to need to rewatch Darkwing Duck, maybe Goof Troop, and, well, even though I didn't get to see this a whole lot, Bonkers and Gargoyles, I'll be watching those. I will relive X-Men sometime down the road. Oh, the list goes on. I may try and give a rewatch into what I've seen in the past, or some I didn't get to see of the Superhero Squad show. I just found that's on there. I love that show's theme song, Hero, and they call Hero Up. That show is absolutely a fun-filled blast. Okay. But that's about it. That's about all I've been doing. Even though I've gone back to work, but don't worry, I've been keeping myself, well, okay and all with a face mask, but of course it's just, channel's awesome. Thank you very much, Ace Horton. Fan, I'll you. Yeah, love it. I love it when I'm funny, don't you think? But anyway, I think that's all I'm going to be doing for this live stream test. So I do hope you all enjoyed this. And if you would like for me to do the Q&A live, well, I'll ask everyone. Just let me know. And I think that can be arranged. Because if you don't have it, if I can't get any more questions by midnight tomorrow night, that's midnight Central Time, no problem. You can give me your questions in the live chat, and I'll answer them in no time. I'll still use the ones that I've got. Okay? Promise. I think this live chat, I'm saying, oh, this is gonna be good, baby. Yeah. That's just gonna be good. And after all, as it's just a good plan, and, well, as John Hannibal Smith would say on the A-Team, I love it when a plan comes together. Yep. But anyway, thanks for watching this here little test vid of me going live. Keep watching my channel and be a part of the Big D Nation. And tune into my channel tomorrow when I rank. And join me again tomorrow when I do a excuse me, a review of probably one of the most underrated horror slashers from the 80s, The Burning. Yeah. And then on Monday will be the Q&A, which will possibly be live. And then on Tuesday will be another anniversary review, and it'll be Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the movie. which will be celebrating its 25th anniversary. Well, okay. Just wanted to give Azor fan a little holler. But anyway, well, I might as well just get going, and we'll see what. And as for the Q&A going live, we'll see what happens. So thank you very much for watching Big D Live, the test vid, of course. I'm the Big D saying, see ya.